Assalamualaikum to my beloved lecturer. My name is Ezan Romala binti Johar and my metric number is 01-DSB19F1002. Now, I will presenting case study about passive building and green building that I choose is Nanyang Technological University School of Art, Design and Media. Introduction for passive building is passive design use layout, fabric, and form to reduce or remove mechanical cooling. Heating, ventilation, and lighting demand. Example of passive design include optimizing spatial planning and orientation to control solar gains and maximize daylighting. Manipulating the building and fabric to facilitate natural ventilation strategy and making effective use of thermal mass to help reduce peak internal temperature. And introduction for green buildings are structure having positive impacts in our environment. These buildings are eco-friendly and contain non-toxic materials. Materials used in green buildings are obtained from natural, renewable resources that have been managed and harvested in sustainable way. Sustainable development is to make the world a better place for everyone without destroying the possibilities for the next generation. Now, why I choose Nanyang Technological University School of Art, Design and Media? Because Nanyang Technological University is one of the largest public universities in Singapore. Each school has their own building on the campus ground of and on one the building inside the campus ground was built for its School of Arts, Design and Media. The building is a green building designed and built by CPJ Consultant which caters of the environment by means on passive design relative to tropical climate and recognized by Singapore Green Mark System. Owner Nanyang Technological University. Architect is CPG Consultant Pte Ltd. Structural Engineer CPG Consultant Pte Ltd. Main Contractor Timebolt Construction Pte Ltd. Waterproofing Specialist is Elmich Pte Ltd. Completion date is June 2006. View of the building as occupants walk up to the stair to the top of green roof. View of the stair leading up to the open courtyard. Entrance to the building from the courtyard can be seen. Building and Construction Authority Green Mark logo. The purpose study is to identify and define the principle of heat transfer in relation to building and people. Throughout the process, we would be able to understand what is thermal comfort, the effect of the thermal comfort factor to person in space. Other than that, we would be able to identify the environmental condition related to the site condition, climate and so on, wind, solar and weather, etc. Starting from the analysis of the country climate by using Ecotech, followed by future analysis of the chosen building about their passive and active design strategy. Design concept, what makes the building interesting, how to demonstrate itself with the other surrounding, building still maintains to blur lines and between man-made and natural features. The key features of the buildings allow the transparency and connectivity of the interior and exterior environment. Even the interior portrays great sense of continuity of various space from one to another, and internal glass wall for the entrance to connection with this smooth flow. I want to have visual of the surrounding, which is promote interaction with context. This creative sort of design allows space to be formed more freely. And Nanyang Award is CPE registration S09001 in 2008, exclusive for PEO EduTrust. Next is layout for site plan. The building is located in Singapore and the second layout is a roof plan. As you can see, the building has many trees that can show the building is passive and green building. And you can also see from the layout for floor plan has many trees and layout for section AA and BB, you can see this building use a natural ventilation and lighting because facade of this building use a double glazed window. Climate. Singapore is located the equatorial region and experience tropical climate. Singapore does not have a summer and winter, but rain season and dry season. Highest maximum temperature is 31 degrees Celsius, while the lowest maximum temperature is 24.15 degrees Celsius. The climate of Singapore is influenced the building in many ways and believe the architect also took into consideration of the location of the building during the design phase also made change to fit the climate response of the site. NTU Art and Design Faculty has an interesting shape and integrates to the landscape into roof which allow to gain many benefits like lowering the temperature of the surrounding context. NTU Art and Design Faculty are located at the suburban place which are far away from the city. The surrounding conditions are different from the city, hence the data for microclimate has less accuracy to predict the local climate data. Thermal comfort. A living of green roof is a roof that is sustainably covered with vegetation. This have positive effect on building by reducing the stress on the roof surface and increasing the life, improving thermal comfort and reducing the noise transmission inside the building. Reduce the urban heat is island effect, reducing stormwater runoff, reoxygen the air and removing the airborne toxic, recycle nutrient and providing habitat for living organisms. Therefore, green roof do have an immediate effect on the thermal comfort of a building. Wind analysis. Nanyang Technological University is surrounded by trees and buildings of similar height. Hence, the winds does not affect much of the building's design. It is not a tall building, and all facades are curved and streamlined. This helps to reduce lateral wind pressure through the wind force is not strong in that area. The central courtyard may induce positive by three sides, but this should not create problems as the wind pressure is made most of the time, as the whole building is a tight and fully mechanically ventilate. Natural ventilation does not play an important role inside the building. Ventilation through Nanyang Technological University can be seen in Section AA and Section BB. Solar. For first picture, the building is specifically oriented facing the north and south. This is to minimize the solar gain and heat load in the morning. The glass exterior facade allows the natural view and sunlight into the buildings, allowing visual exchange between indoor and outdoor space. For the second picture is the glass are double glazed to reduce heat penetration into the buildings while allowing maximum interior daylighting to pass through. It helps to reduce the temperature transfer between the exterior and interior space. Next picture is glass opening are also placed throughout the exterior wall to provide natural sunlight diffusing through each space. This allowing continuity of lighting throughout the building. For the last picture is the strategic window placement for rooms and toilet. They are placed underground and change natural lighting to the buildings. This allows sunlight to illuminate the space inside. Energy saving strategy. The design of the motor have been modified to increase its motor efficiency. The design allows significant amount of magnetic field to be produced, resulting in lower energy consumption and resources. By doing the carbon dioxide emission has been reduced, according the chart above, the energy consumption of VVF variable voltage, and variable frequency system less than conventional AC2 system. Second picture is Nanyang Technological University has employed fluorescence lighting by beta lighting due to a few reasons, and it has more energy efficiency compared to conventional lighting bulb. At its release laser heat energy, the surrounding temperature will not rise as much the conventional light bulb. Hence, the interior space can maintain in suitable temperature easily. Fluorescent light is also an environment-friendly material as is freedom toxic chemical like conventional light bulb. One condenser unit can be connected to 50 indoor units. This system only required 2 Cooper's pipe instead of 3 pipes, reduce the installation cost and simple installation. The refrigerants are circulated through the two small of diameter refrigerant copper pipes. The system has applied the intelligent VRF, that's variable refrigerant flow system, which are controlling the variable speed to compressor in the outdoor unit. Motion sensor Motion sensor has been installed for all toilets and the corridors in Nanyang Technological University School of Arts. It will automatically turn on if stands occupants in the certain area. If the area has no occupancy, the lights will automatically turn on. Hence, it is conventional and energy saving technology. Third picture is consume much less water per flush than ordinary toilet do. Dual flush kitchen use a small amount of water to push waste into the trapway, which is much wider on dual flush toilet than the standard variety, making it require less pressure to remove waste effectively. This is specifically designed for use with liquid waste and prevent water from being used when it not necessary. Next picture is self-closing tape has been mounted in the basin for all the toilet in Nanyang Technological University. The main difference self-closing tape and other tape is the fact that it turns itself off the after set period of the time. This is particularly useful in commercial situations where water saving is of the utmost importance. It also reduces the risk uh, of people leaving the tap on and flooding the area. Water saving strategy wetland is contracted to the green roof of Nanyang Technological University to treat the wastewater. Constructed wetland are purpose-built wetlands which are specially designed for the treatment wastewater. Physical, chemical, and biological process combine in the wetland to remove contaminants from wastewater. These processes are fundamental not only to designing wetland system but is to understanding the fate of the chemical once they enter the wetland. Passive design strategy. Export facade. The facade of the building is expensive, certain wall facade of high performance and double glazed glass. The glass certain wall maximize interior daylight while minimizing heat penetrations. Double glass window are window with two shades of glass separated by an airtight gap. This creates as an insulation barrier and helps prevent heat loss in winter and heat gains in summer. The combination of high insulation frames, twin compression seals, and double glaze unit give a level of thermal efficiency that is unsurpassed. Double glaze designed to minimize heat transfer. What is double glaze? The term glazing refers to the glass component of a building facade or internal surface. Double glazing comprises two layers of glass separated by a spacer bar, also known as a profile. A continuous hollow frame typically made of aluminum or low heat conductive material. Courtyard. The courtyard expands access to daylight and cooling effect. It provides natural light into interior space as well in providing cooling properties from the water attributes exuding serene environment and emanating a refreshing breeze that cools the courtyard. Raw concrete materials and finishes. Concrete is high energy efficient. Its thermal mass or ability help in absorbing and retaining heat, which help in cutting, heating, and cooling bills. Concrete reflectivity properties minimize the effects they produce urban heat and it is absorbed less heat than reflects more solar radiation. Curved green roof. The curved green roof that case is heavily ribbed, reinforced concrete which also forms the double curve layout. The green roof reduces solar gain and slow runoff during Singapore frequent downpour. The turf are irrigated using rainwater collected in storage tank. Moisture retention materials are installed beneath the soil keep the grass consistently damp the creating a thermal environment that is comfortable for the occupants of the university. Benefits of green roof. Reduce energy used by absorbing heat and act as insulation for buildings. Reduce energy needed to provide cooling and heating. Reduce air pollution and greenhouse gas emission by lowering air conditioning demand. Green roof can decrease the production of the associated air pollution and greenhouse gas emission through dry deposition. Improve human health and comfort by reducing heat transfer through the building roof can improve indoor comfort and lower heat stress associated with the heat wave. Improved quality of life can provide aesthetic value and habitat for many species. Rain harvesting system. Rainwater harvesting system helps to reduce floods and solarization. Rainwater harvesting system is fitted on the green roof for irrigation. Rainwater harvesting system is easy to maintain. Rain harvesting system can be used as a backup source to municipal water. Next, I have provided a video related to the building. Suggestion. Use materials for finishes that have an environmentally friendly concept in order to reduce environmental pollution such as air and others. Utilize the natural resources available around the building to maintain a temperature balance in place. Conclusion. The conclusion I got while doing a case study for the building Nanyang University School of Art, Design and Media is to preserve the environment very good to reduce natural disaster, environmental pollution from occurring around the place. This is because buildings a University School of Arts, Design and Media is one example of building that use the eco concept in buildings construction that is in terms of material facade and roof. Nanyang University School of Arts, Design and Media has made many modifications to protect the environment. It was one of the important effective building in Singapore as the world. It has been a good example for how to operate buildings, freedom in order to transfer damage to the environment. Important climate study for analysis of the building ventilation and recruitment. This helps analysts to level location to be used. This is important to understand the climate and the weather place to avoid design failure and high maintenance. The effective design and concept is a special site which is show the types of glass used for green room and the type of glass used for the foundation have been tested before they choose to be implemented in the buildings. It can make a good air temperature as a quality of interior rooms air and complete the green room shape. Allow user to operate on the green roof while providing extraordinary space. Rain protecting system reduce flood and fire burning. Collecting water can be used the flushing and washing hand toilet. It's easy to keep, hence reduce maintenance costs. Using modification School of Arts, Design and Media University can overcome the Green Platinum Mark class. For the last slide is the source of the reference that I used to create a case study about this building. Thank you.